Let me tell you something that might surprise you. The best defenders in the world. They don't always win because they're stronger, or taller, or faster. They win because they think differently. They see things that the average player misses. And once you learn to think like they do, your whole game will change. You'll stop feeling like you're reacting all the time, and start feeling like you're in control. I know how frustrating it can be. You train hard, you put in the effort, but then during a match, bam, you get beaten by a striker with one simple feint. Or you clear the ball out, only for the pressure to come right back. It almost feels like the attackers are always one step ahead. But here's the truth. You're not losing because you lack talent. You're losing because nobody has taught you the secret mental side of defending. You see, defending is not just about putting in a tackle. It's about making the striker uncomfortable. It's about closing down their options until they're forced into doing exactly what you want them to do. Think about chess for a second. The best chess players don't wait to see what the opponent does. They already have the next 5 moves in mind. That's what pro defenders do every single game. Take Virgil van Dijk, for example. He almost never dives in. He just positions himself perfectly, reads the striker's body, and calmly takes the ball when the time is right. Sergio Ramos, on the other hand, was more aggressive, but still calculated. He knew when to step in and when to hold back. These players don't panic because they already see the picture before it's painted. So how do you build that? It starts with awareness. When you're on the pitch, your eyes should never be stuck on just the ball. The ball is a trick. Strikers want you to stare at it. But the body never lies. Watch their hips and shoulders, because that's where the real direction comes from. If a striker drops a shoulder, their hips will betray their plan before their feet even touch the ball. Start training yourself to read the player, not just the ball. And then there's positioning. I want you to imagine a string, an invisible connection between you, the ball, and your goal. That's your lifeline. You always want to keep yourself in line with that string. Too tight, and you'll get spun. Too loose, and you'll give them space to shoot. The sweet spot is close enough to pressure, but not so close that you gamble everything. Now, let's talk about training, because this isn't just theory. It's something you can build into your everyday sessions. One of the best drills is the 1v1 shadow drill. Here's how it works. Grab a teammate and let them dribble side to side while you stay in front. The goal isn't to win the ball. The goal is to mirror every movement, staying light on your toes, never crossing your legs, always between the attacker and the goal. This drill teaches patience, timing, and the art of reading the body. That's what turns you from a lunging defender into a calm one. Another drill is the scanning awareness drill. Place 4 cones around you like a square. Have a teammate shout out numbers attached to each cone while passing you the ball. You have to quickly scan the cone they call before receiving. It might feel weird at first, but it's teaching you to check your surroundings, just like you'll need to in a match. Because great defenders know what's behind them before the ball even gets there. And don't underestimate the jockeying drill. This is where you practice slowing down an attacker instead of diving in. You angle your body, stay low, and guide them where you want them to go, away from danger, away from goal, toward your teammates. That's the secret. Defending isn't just about stopping the attack, it's about controlling it. But there's one thing that doesn't get enough attention: communication. Look at the best defenders. You'll notice something right away. They're loud. They're constantly talking, pointing, guiding. And that's not just for show. Your voice can save you 2 or 3 steps of running, because you've already organized your teammates before the danger comes. I remember watching an older center back at a local game. Honestly, he wasn't the fastest, and he definitely wasn't the strongest. But he looked like the best player on the pitch. Why? Because he talked the whole game. Step up, left shoulder, hold the line. His communication made everyone sharper, and attackers didn't dare run wild because they knew he was commanding the defense. That's the kind of presence you need to build, even if you're still young. Confidence isn't just in your body, it's in your voice. Now, let's get real for a second. You will make mistakes. Every defender does. Even pros get dribbled past or give away penalties. The difference is, they don't let that mistake define the rest of the game. If you get beaten once, shake it off. Reset. Defend the next play like nothing happened. Resilience is part of the defender's DNA. So, here's what I want you to remember the next time you step onto the pitch. You're not just trying to stop the striker, you're trying to control them. Walk on with the mindset, I'm not reacting to you, you're reacting to me. That shift in thinking changes everything. And when you train, don't just focus on tackling or fitness. Build habits. Scan every few seconds, just like a pro. Read hips instead of chasing the ball. Communicate with your teammates even in practice, so it becomes natural. Do those simple drills consistently, and you'll feel a calmness in matches you've never felt before. Defenders rarely get the headlines. You're not always the one scoring goals or celebrating with flashy highlights. But let me tell you something. Your role is the foundation of the team. Every time you shut down an attack, every time you stop a striker who thought they could beat you, you inspire your teammates. You give them belief. So defend with pride. Think like a pro. Don't just play harder, play smarter. And trust me, the game will never feel the same again. And the best part? None of this is complicated. You don't need some fancy academy or professional setup to start defending smarter. You just need awareness, a bit of discipline, and the right mindset. Scanning every few seconds, reading hips instead of chasing the ball, staying calm instead of diving in too early. Those are small changes, but they make a massive difference. Think about it. Next time you're in a 1v1, you won't feel nervous or rushed. You'll already know what the striker wants to do before they even try it. You'll guide them exactly where you want them, and suddenly, you're the one in control. That's what makes defending fun. That's what turns the game from stressful to satisfying. And don't just take it from me. Look at the greats. Paolo Maldini, one of the most respected defenders in history, used to say that if he had to make a tackle, it meant he had already made a mistake. Let that sink in. He was so good at reading the game, at being in the right place at the right time, that he rarely even needed to slide in. That's the art of anticipation, and it's something you can start practicing today. Or take Giorgio Chiellini in his prime with Juventus and Italy. He wasn't the fastest player on the pitch, but attackers hated playing against him because he made everything feel uncomfortable. He cut off angles, he used his body smartly, and he communicated constantly. That's exactly what I mean when I say defending is 80% in the mind. And then there's Virgil van Dijk. Watch how calm he looks in one-on-ones. Strikers come at him with pace, tricks, step-overs, but he just stands tall, forces them wide, and makes them run out of ideas. That calmness, that's awareness, confidence, and smart positioning. And the beautiful thing is, those are all skills you can build too. So here's what I want you to remember. Being a defender isn't about waiting for respect. It's about earning it, moment by moment, tackle by tackle, command by command. When you think like a pro, people notice. Teammates start trusting you more, coaches rely on you more, and even attackers begin to hesitate because they feel your confidence before the ball even reaches their feet. So don't just watch this and move on. Go out, try the drills I mentioned, and test this mindset in your very next game. You'll be shocked at how much calmer, sharper, and more in control you feel. And when you notice that shift, even just once, you'll never want to play the old way again. If this clicked with you, stick around, because I'll be sharing more ways to train smarter, not harder, and transform your game. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and drop a comment about what part you're going to work on first. Whether it's scanning, shadow defending, or just speaking up more on the pitch. I'd love to hear how you're applying this. Now get out there, think like a pro, and start owning the game. Your next level starts today.